Hey, 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 good morning, family. So I wanted to jump on this morning and uh, be a little bit information too about KCL. So everybody that has watched that video, I hope that you definitely got something from it. So the I think that knowledge in itself will be very, very powerful for you. Okay, if you use it, it will absolutely positively change your life. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, please, peace and blessings. Bless Goddess. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay, Dark Goddess. All right, all right, all right. You're on your backup. You're on your backup. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Let me do a little bit of let me do a little see if I can do you here, Dark Goddess. Uh all right, Dark Goddess. I think I got you added as a moderator there, Dark Goddess. So you can do your thing as a moderator. All right. So I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you being here. So I definitely I wanted to definitely talk, a bit about the frequency tuning. Also wanted to talk about the just KCL in general, how this knowledge helps you, why I do what I do, and it is just important for me to give you knowledge, not just information, okay? Because people give information, lots of it. You can look up stuff, on Google or wherever you want to do. You can look up information and get it anywhere. I don't do just information. I do transformation. Okay. And that transformation comes from a lot of my insights just through living life. Okay. I've had some life experiences, and I connect those life experiences to, just my spirituality before it was my religion and stuff like that. So so I want to talk a little bit about that. So Ken Hen, Grand Rising, and I'm having a little trouble seeing. I got to give me some reading glasses here pretty soon, so having a little trouble seeing the screen. But but KCL, why is KCL different? So this is I want to get into this today, and then I also want to answer a question. I want to do a little bit of teaching as well. Okay, and teaching into the context of why this information is so important and what it can do for you and how it helps you. Okay, so I call this the KCL knowledge stack system. Okay, and when I say stack, it means that the knowledge, there are levels to this knowledge that just stack on top of each other to give you a broader and bigger picture to help you. Okay, and to help you live life, and create life. All right, on your terms. So that's what it is about. Is really about how do you live your life authentically you and create it on your terms that really makes life fulfilling and happy for you. And in a lot of ways, we were taught through Christianity, and I talk about Christianity a lot because that's what I grew up with. That's what I know. That's what I've experienced, and I've had family members that I've experienced that were Christian. Okay, and so from that perspective, I know how this has impacted us in major ways. Not only myself, but my immediate family. Okay, so this knowledge is to help you raise your vibration. Okay. That's important because it helps you connect to your higher self. Okay. Your inner knowledge. And that's really, really so important that you're able to connect to your inner knowledge through really being able to trust yourself. Okay. Trust your inner guidance. And a lot of times religion made disconnect from that. A lot of things that we had to do. Okay, had to disconnect from that. So the first three videos in this series, and I've been doing a series of videos if y'all been watching them. Okay, and this morning there's one that's playing this morning. The third video, if you watch the first two, The second and third videos teach you some sacred process mastery principles that I promise you, use it and implement it, you're going to see a difference in your life, and you're going to elevate your life. You're going to feel just better about life, okay? Because you'll end up tapping into who you are. You'll end up living more authentically as you, because this knowledge at the foundation, connecting to this knowledge, and I'm giving you a new paradigm, the ancient paradigm. Okay, it's the old paradigm, but the this paradigm of really connecting to yourself at a vibrational level and understanding yourself at a vibrational level. Okay, this is a very subtle level, or it can be, but you can tune into it, and just like any muscle, you can use it and build it up. Okay, build that connection. So the first three videos in the series are an example of the knowledge stacked on top of each other. Okay. So in order to give you a complete picture that empowers you, all right. So the first video that I did was it identified the problem of being inauthentic that you may not have been aware of, and what inauthenticity does for you, because it literally makes us feel. And I use my family as an example. Okay. My family was staunch Christian, and they lived inauthentically through Christianity, and they never understood. I have so many aunts and uncles that not basically, they died of cancer. Okay. Because what studies are now showing is that when you live inauthentically and suppress who you are, you suppress your immune system, and that's how you end up getting ill. And this is chronic suppression, so something that happens over a long period of time. Okay, is what I'm talking about here, not just one day, but it's a coping mechanism that you've learned basically from childhood, that you bring into adulthood, but it ends up breaking your system down. Okay, it is what it does. But you end up giving away who you are, and the church promotes that. Okay, and I talk about that in detail in video one. In video two, I'm stacking on top now. So in video two, I'm teaching you the philosophy behind these concepts. Okay. Vibration and connectedness and oneness. Okay. Teaching you the philosophy. Okay. Because if you don't understand the philosophy, then you're going to get all these people that just start to they just start spouting out these ideas, because it's like they're siloed in this one little area. They don't understand the foundational principles, and they just end up making up stuff that does not make sense at some point. Because this knowledge, when it's really connected, it is going to be intuitive for you. You're going to understand it at an intuitive level. Okay. And when you understand something at an intuitive level, then either you can choose to trust it or not. And if you don't, or if you're not used to tapping into your inner knowledge and your intuitive level, and especially if you're a Christian and you were taught the idea, lean not on your own understanding, you're going to question it. Christianity tells you, well, is this from the devil or is it from God? That's BS. It's all you. But they're going to classify certain knowledge that is going to make you question Christianity. If makes you question Christianity, that's obviously from the devil, from their perspective. So you end up setting up a conflict within yourself. Okay, from your rational mind, you start to live with this conflict. But if on an intuitive level, you just know it. It just makes sense on an intuitive level. And I'm gonna break something down here in a minute to show you what I'm talking about. So video three, which is today's video, I teach you a tool that will make you more intuitive and emotionally, mentally, and physically connected. Okay. If you take the knowledge, the philosophy from video two, understanding video one and what it does to you, and then stack on top of that video three, okay, you're going to change your life. I promise you. I promise you. Okay. You're going to understand what it means and what it feels to be authentic. Okay, because when you're living authentically, you just feel good. It feels good to you. Okay, and it's that simple, and that's something that I broke down in this video. How do you tell? How do you know when you're living inauthentically and authentically? Okay, when you are living authentically, it simply feels good. It's that simple. You don't have to complicate it, and you don't have to overanalyze it. Okay, but a lot of times we're taught to overanalyze and to think, but really these ideas are just very simple. Okay, so that's just the beginning. So if you stay stuck in your religious indoctrination, which a lot of times is what happens. Okay, and guys, I'm looking at some notes, and so I can't always see the screen. Okay, but I'm seeing I see Opal Jim, I see it, and Game, got you. Okay, so thank y'all for being here. Glad y'all are here. Hope this is going to be something helpful for you. I believe that it will be. Okay, all right. So like I said, that's just the beginning. But if you stay stuck in that religious box and indoctrination, a lot of times we think just because we say, "Okay, I'm no longer Christian," that we're done with the indoctrination. Guys, I've been out of Christianity's probably since my 20s. Okay? I'm 60 years old now. There's still stuff that I run into from being indoctrinated because I was indoctrinated from a baby. Okay, I was raised in these ideas from my birth. Okay? Those people that are like us have the hardest time dealing with it, trying to get over and get through the indoctrination. A lot of okay? Sometimes you just don't recognize it until you like trip over something in life, you know. Then then you can start to look at it. But the ideas of being unworthy, okay, being born a sinner, the idea of being unworthy can wrap itself around so many areas in your life that you don't even recognize it until you bump into something. Okay, so that's one thing. All right. So so the reason why the knowledge stack, so the KCL system and the knowledge that I teach, the reason why it's so valuable is it helps you unlearn the Christian doctrines. Okay, it helps you unhook from the indoctrination. But I insert and teach you from the Kemetic paradigm, and the reason why I use the Kemetic paradigm is because it actually helps answer those questions that I had about Christianity, okay, and even more, okay. But the ideas, the metaphysical concepts are larger than any one particular uh, system, okay? Whether it be Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, whatever. These ideas basically underlie any spiritual system on the planet. But for me, the Kemetic system helps unravel the indoctrination. That's why I'm so passionate about it. All right. Chelsea Lewis became a new member. Thank you, Chelsea. Glad to have you here. We got a member here. So if y'all don't know, Chelsea got that green and that star. So she's a member of the platform. So she supports the platform and supports me. So thank you for being here, Chelsea. Definitely, definitely. And thank you for the support. All right. So unlearning the Christian indoctrination, and I'm going to take y'all through a concept to show you what I'm talking about. Because a lot of times Christians come to my channel and they think that I'm wanting to attack them, but it's not about attacking them. It's just understanding that there's more to this knowledge than we were taught as Christians, and the Christian knowledge limited us. Okay, it limited our way of thinking and our way of being. So let's just take the idea of Mary of the virgin birth. Okay, which I'm gonna just ask you a question at the end. Okay, of this example. Okay, but the virgin birth. So from the Christian perspective, we're told that the virgin birth was a historical event, that this woman who never had sex ended up birthing a child, which was Jesus. Okay. Now, Rationally, we're like, how the hell can that happen? A woman, if she never had sex, how could she get pregnant? Rationally, we know that that doesn't make sense. But to override that thought that we're naturally going to question that, Christianity says it's a miracle. It's a miracle. This has never ever happened before because this person is so special. This miracle happened. It's a miracle. Okay. So that's how they override our sense, our rational thought process. All right. And then to make you not go back, because you're gonna still go back at some point and go, "Where is that still man?" When you start to go back and question this, well, what? Your faith is not strong enough? You really don't believe? What's wrong with you that you don't believe? It's a control mechanism. So their idea of faith is simply mind control. That's all it is. Because when you question it, even the idea Adam and Eve have two sons to populate the whole earth. Hey, how could that happen? They had two sons, and that but the whole earth is populated from them two. Okay, then rationally it doesn't make sense. But if you question it, wait a minute, your faith, what you don't have enough faith? You don't have faith to believe it? Okay? It doesn't make sense. Now, you and I both know any of y'all that are here this morning, y'all have had those same questions when y'all were Christian and had to turn off your own rational mind in order to accept the BS. Okay? So, virgin birth, virgin birth. Let me get through this. Let me get through this. Okay. So so the virgin birth from the esoteric and Kemetic perspective. This is what this idea means. The virgin birth. All right. So have y'all ever wondered why there were so many Marys around Jesus? Okay. And understand that when you get to connect and you understand the names, okay, how the etymology of the names. The names come from the two letters, the ancient letters MR. So okay, so Mary MR is the two ancient names that it was derived from. Okay? So anything with an MR in it are related. Okay, so I'm just giving y'all a little bit of the etymology. So when you see Mary, Mary, and or Martha, Marth, Martha, those are both the same. They underneath, they all come from the same root. They both come from the same root. So Mr or Mary, but it was Meri in ancient times. Meri, okay, meant beloved. Okay. Anybody ever heard what they said about Mary Magdalene? How she was connected to Jesus, or Mary Magdalene was beloved by Jesus? How convenient. Okay, so they in a way they tell you what Mary means, but they don't connect the dots. Okay, so Mary and Martha, both of those come from the root of Mary, Meri, meaning beloved. Okay, from a comedic perspective, okay, from the science perspective, it is the environment that something is in. So we always have the masculine, the feminine, and the child. Okay, for any creation, that's a trinity. That's why the number three is so impactful. Okay, so Mary and Jesus. Okay, well, actually, it was Osiris, but we'll just stick with Jesus. Right? The masculine represents the idea of the seed that can be planted in the environment, or we can say it's the soil, okay? Because any seed that's planted has to have soil in which to be nourished and grown in. So the feminine aspect is the nourishment. So the Mary and Martha are the seed, okay? Well, I'm sorry. Mary and Osiris are the seed and the soil, and then Heru, which became Jesus, Yeusa, okay, is the birth. So when a soul descends into the earth, it descends into matter or mother. Look it up. You'll see matter and mother are have the same root. Okay, matter and mother. So when a soul incarnates, it incarnates into the womb of mother. Okay, talking about the virgin birth. Okay, so the womb becomes the incubation stage for a soul that is developing and growing. Okay, so you got the womb. Okay, or for somebody that never awakens, they are dead. It is the tomb. There's always that duality. It can be the womb or the tomb. People that have never awakened up to their true self, that never awakened to their higher self, the body becomes the tomb that they're encased in. Okay, this is esoteric knowledge here that I'm talking. Okay, so Jesus is known as the primordial light, and you'll have to get some extra books in the Gospel of Thomas. You'll find these ideas. Before Gospels, there was a whole lot more that weren't allowed into the Bible, but the Gospel of Thomas talks about Jesus being the primordial light. Okay, you heard it in the Gospels, Jesus is the light of the world. Okay, Jesus, from a Kemetic perspective, represents the function of our universal function, okay? And that universal function is enlightenment or the aha moment. All of us have had aha moments. In other words, there is something that you might have been going through in your life where all of a sudden the light bulb comes on and you go, "Oh, I get it. Man, that makes sense now." And it changes you. You now have wisdom. You now are enlightened. So Jesus, as the light of the world, and I'm giving you the esoteric knowledge here, the esoteric teachings. Okay, it is an aspect of every single one of us that we can go through and have our aha moments. Every single one of us. Okay. And hey, Kayla, thank you for that 4.99. Thank you very much. And guys, if I give y'all something of value, hey, give. Y'all can hit the button and give and all that good stuff. So I appreciate that love. So thank you, Kayla. I appreciate it. So just show me a little bit of love. I definitely like that. Thank you. But this is the thing. So that aha moment, again, it's just a natural function for all of us. That's what the idea of Jesus represents or as a function. And then the virgin birth, it's the birth of the Christ. Okay. The birth of the more enlightened one. Okay. That's one level. So those are things that I actually teach within. There's a course that I teach, the African spirituality before Christianity. Okay, I actually couple that with the African Mind Rewire. When you purchase the African Mind Rewire, I actually connect or have that course connected with it, along with a lot of other videos and stuff that I have done that are not a part of YouTube. I don't put everything I do on YouTube. Okay, but that it's all part of the knowledge stack. It's knowledge stacked on top of each other. Okay. So Jesus as the light of the world, the aha that enlightens the world. Okay. That concept is over 10,000 years old. 10,000 years before Christianity. Okay, that's what these ideas meant. So when I say that I'm not trying to break people's beliefs. I'm trying to expand people's ideas about what these ideas mean, about what these concepts mean. Okay, because we are given a box from Christianity. We're given a box where we're supposed to fear everything, that we're supposed to believe that we're born sinners, that we're wretches, that we can't even love ourselves. We're supposed to live in a box of self-loathing in order to accept the Christian belief system. And I'm sorry, but in Black America, the Black diasporas around the world, that fruit has grown where our neighborhoods, our communities are not self-sustaining because we don't have people that are building businesses or don't believe that they can and on a mass. I'm not saying there's not exceptions, but the rule is that as a rule, our communities are not self-sustaining anywhere in the world. 400 million African diasporans worldwide live in poverty. There's a reason for that. And if you believe that you're broken, if you believe that you're a sinner, you just hate who you are on some level, you're trying to be like Jesus. And what is the image of Jesus that we're given? We're trying to be like something we can't even do because we're black. Jesus, the image of Jesus that we've been given is a blonde haired, blue eyed Jesus. Okay. But we're supposed to be like him. How's that going to work? Psychologically, it ends up undermining your own being. Okay. So if Jesus works for you, I say more power to you. If belief in Christianity and it works for you in your life, I say keep doing it. If it makes you happy, it makes you feel whole, keep doing it. But I know damn well it don't. I know too many people that it's killing, and I know people in my family that these ideas have killed because they had to be inauthentic. They had to live a life or they couldn't be themselves. They weren't supposed to get angry. So they bottle that shit up. And over a period of time, that anger ends up manifesting as cancer because it becomes a chronic energy block that first manifests in your energy body, then manifests in your physical body because it always comes from the metaphysical into the physical. So this is part of the knowledge stack. I'm trying to teach you how this stuff connects together. It's not just different pockets of knowledge that you just go, oh, it's good trivial knowledge. No, it impacts your life. Okay. So that's part of what I'm doing here. Okay. Now, so these are so I'll ask you what I just talked about as far as the esoteric meaning of the virgin birth and what Jesus means. Which one makes more sense? Does it make sense that a woman could never have sex and have a baby, get pregnant? Or does it make more sense that you're talking about a symbolic representation of an idea of a soul incarnating on earth and that it being the womb for a soul that is learning and gaining wisdom? A physical body is the womb for those of us that are learning and gaining wisdom. You that are here this morning, you are in a womb. Your physical body as a soul, because you're a soul having a human experience. That's the other thing about this knowledge. We are taught that Jesus was about a physical historical being. No, it was giving you information about how a soul is impacted while on earth. It's giving you universal knowledge of how the soul incarnates on earth. Okay, Jesus and Lazarus. Okay, Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. What was Lazarus's two sisters' name? Mary and Martha. Jesus enlightened or raised Lazarus from the dead, meaning that Jesus enlightened Lazarus or somebody who represents. Lazarus represents somebody that was dead. Lazarus connects to Asar from ancient Egypt, who is Osiris through the Greeks. I connect the dots to this information that a lot of people just never did. A lot of it never made sense to me until I started to learn the esoteric language and then started connecting the metaphysics and then the esoteric and then the biblical scriptures. Still until I started connecting to that knowledge through my own way of thinking and being, through my authentic self. That's when it started making sense, and that's when I started like reaching out and teaching it. Okay. That's where it really impacts you guys. So this knowledge, I don't just throw out knowledge and then can't back it up. I don't just put something out there because I don't want the it is important to me that my integrity is important to me in the information and knowledge that I give to you. Because 5 years from now, you can be studying this knowledge and it's still going to make sense. Okay. You can watch 1,000 videos. I don't know how many hours that would be. Okay. Over the next number of years. And I know a lot of people like to do that. End up watching all of these videos. I get that. Or you can be at KCL, purchase the African American Rewire, and shortcut the whole process. Okay. And be able to lay a foundation to where it's not me just telling you stuff. You start to get your own insights because that's really where it needs to go. That you start to gather and get your own insights for you, not to tell everybody else, not to try to change other people. So I'm not trying to change anybody. I'm saying here's some information. Either you're with it or you're not. And a lot of people want to argue about it. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for people that don't want to learn. That they want to argue. They want to be right. Because most Christians look to confirm their beliefs, not to find the truth. Sometimes knowledge is going to shake up what you believe. Now, do you stay with what you believed or do you to the truth? That's what growth is. Okay. The knowledge is powerful if you use it. And I put it in a way that, and this is for me from my old teacher days. I put it in a way that is really at an eighth grade level. Okay, an eighth grade. Most of the stuff I do is essentially at an eighth grade. It might get up to a 10th grade, maybe a 12th grade sometime. But I try to keep it at a simple level where it reaches more. So my knowledge is going to be simplified for you. If you pay attention to the first three videos, if you haven't watched those first three videos, tell me if it doesn't make sense to you and if you don't understand it better than you've ever understood before. I promise you. My gift is the ability to break these um, supposedly difficult complex concepts and break them down into everyday accessible language and knowledge. So I make it easy for you to learn. Okay. All right. The African Mind Rewire teaches metaphysical tools. Okay, so how to think in a different paradigm and connect to your individual self. I teach you tools and processes to enhance your life. Okay, for example, how many of y'all understand that you are multidimensional beings? Okay, what do you mean by that? Okay, when we're talking about dimensions, we usually think in terms of different places somewhere. But like the past, present, and future, there's no such thing. There's only the veil of a past, present, and future. But we exist in all of them now, right now. Okay. There are different aspects of us in different that is living a different life than the life that we're living now. And if there's another life that you want to live, it's happening. But you have to move your consciousness to be able to merge with that experience in order to live it. You have to vibrationally match it. Okay. So these are ideas that I teach in the African Mind Rewire course. How do you do that? I don't. This stuff is not stuff I put on YouTube. Okay. Because I want to know the people who really want this knowledge and who really want to learn. Because there are plenty of people that just they're just knowledge junkies. We the people that are here now, you guys are seekers. You want to develop and improve who you are. Or you wouldn't be here listening to me right now. You click off and be gone. Okay. But I'm giving you something that's valuable for you. Okay. But I don't put everything on YouTube. So how do you connect? There's ways that you can actually connect to your multidimensional self, your future self, if you want to learn something. Okay. Say, like, for instance, if you started a new job, there's a self that's already ahead of you in that job that knows what you're going to learn. You know, you can tap into that. How do you make that happen? Okay. How do you attract more money in your life? These are all metaphysical principles that you can learn. And we're talking and understand the first three videos that I just taught you, that I just did for you, family. Those is the foundation of everything. When you understand yourself from a vibrational, that you are a vibrational being connected to all the universe, that's a foundational principle that you can operate everything in your life from. That's how powerful this is. I want that I give away because I want everybody to be able to experience living life authentically. Because then, when you live life authentically, all of us are going to benefit because you're going to bring something that maybe we hadn't known before. A lot of this stuff I'm bringing from my authentic self that it's never been known before, or maybe very few people. I don't know. But when I was trying to learn this knowledge, I didn't see it anywhere. And when I started making these connections, I was like, "Oh my god, wow, wow!" I was every day, "Wow, oh wow, man, wow!" You know, just I was blowing my own doggone mind for real. Okay, so how do you fix relationships? Okay, because this stuff is connected to your chakras, and I'm talking about the African Mind Rewire course, stuff that you learn. Okay, all this is connected to your chakras. You know that your 3 lower chakras, if you never heard of that, the chakras are the energy centers. You got 7 of them that are within, related closely to the human body, okay? This is how the human body leaps from the metaphysical into the physical, okay? The human chakra. This is where the idea of the cross comes from, okay? The elements needed to cross from the metaphysical into the physical, okay? So so the 3 chakras, you got 7 chakras and that's within the vicinity of the body, okay, of your body. Okay? The crown chakra is a little bit higher, gonna be up above, okay? But you got the 3 lower chakras, okay, which has to do with the physical world, and then you got the heart chakra, and then 3 upper chakras, so 7 total, that connect you to the spiritual world. The heart chakra is like the mediator. This is why your emotions and vibrations so freaking important. It connects you to both worlds. Okay. That's what I was teaching you in videos 2 and 3. How to connect to that. All right. Pay attention to them. It will help you. It will change your life. Okay. So how do you heal yourself? Okay. So all these are all practical concepts tied to you unlearning. Okay. So if you still are stuck in the idea of Jesus and Mary and the virgin birth, and you don't understand the metaphysical impact or metaphysical meaning behind it, you're stuck in a way of thinking that someone has told you how to think and how to believe, which is limiting. It's limiting you. Okay, it's all tied to living and being authentic to yourself. Not only being authentic, but trusting your unique, beautiful being, your divine self. That's what the ancient teachings taught you. The idea of the fall and the fall of man, which incriminated women as like they caused the fall, is crap. The original story of Adam and Eve from the Kemetic perspective, Adam was Atum, okay? Atum, Adam, the cognates. But the idea of Eve, the Adam was a masculine aspect, Eve was the feminine aspect. The tree of knowledge that the fruit that Eve got and gave to Adam, that symbolized our own, this is whether you're male or female, it symbolized the intuition or and the feminine was symbolized or our inner being is symbolized as a feminine aspect. Our intuition comes from our feminine aspect or our inner being. Okay. Eve was the inner being giving intuition to the egoic or masculine being. That's what the fruit was. The fruit was wisdom. That's what that meant before Christianity. The snake actually represented the idea of wisdom, of circular knowledge. You ever seen a snake in a circle and is eating its tail? That's the masculine and feminine joined. It's circular, it's the knowledge. It represents the idea of wisdom. So that's what the snake represented. So Eve didn't cause the downfall. Eve was helping Adam. That's the original teachings. So I don't want to argue with Christians about this stuff. If they want to stay stuck there, stay. More power to you. If it's working for you in your life, more power to you. But if you want to learn and you want to elevate, you can do that, and I can help you do that here at KCL. Okay. I can help you do that through the knowledge stack. I can help you do that through the African Mind Rewire. Okay. So right now the class is closed, but I'll be opening it up for in the middle of next week, Wednesday or Tuesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll be opening it up, and you guys can get enrolled in that course. Okay. So but this is just part of the stuff, and this is, I have to say this, it is very unique knowledge and information that I give you. There are people ask me like, well, man, where's a book I can learn this? Where's it? The book hadn't been written. I'm the book. If you're talking about connecting this knowledge, okay, and the way that I do, and the way that it helps you, I'm the book. Okay. Let's see. Okay, somebody says I keep going in and out. Is that me that's going in and out? Are y'all hearing me okay? So let's see. You're very welcome, Queen M. Glad to have you here. And let's see, level Truna, the Ouroboros. Yeah, that's the snake. That's the snake. So definitely the Ouroboros. That's one of the ancient names for it. So absolutely. So yeah. But yeah, but guys, so that's it. I mean, it's really. This knowledge, again, it stacks on top of each other, guys. There's not these different pockets that you just learn the knowledge and it's good trivial knowledge. That's cool. I like trivia, I do. But when it comes to this knowledge, I want to know how I can use it to improve my life, and that's what I've used it for. Okay, I've used it to improve my life. Okay, and the people that digest this knowledge, okay, that's what they use it for. Okay, to improve their life. All right. So, if you're interested in the African Mind Rewire course and getting connected with that knowledge stack, you can go to AfricanMindRewire.com now. The class is closed, but you can get on the wait list, and I can let you know when the class is open. Okay, when it's open, or not class, of course. Okay, it's going to be a course. It's going to be self-paced. You're going to have lifetime access to it. So I'm actually doing lifetime access to. So you pay for it and then you get lifetime access. All right. So that's what's going to happen. But all this information, so you're going to have it as a good reference point for a good library for you. Okay. That's what you're going to do. All right. So very very good stuff. Very powerful stuff. Okay. Let's see. Tamiko says it's all good. Okay. Thank you, Tamiko. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. So it wasn't me. So it wasn't me. So she was saying that it's all good. Okay. Uh, uh, let's see. Okay, yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is some powerful stuff. So powerful stuff. If you guys have some questions, if y'all watched the first three videos and y'all got questions, I got a few minutes left. That I will be glad to answer questions for you, and about the content. So whatever you want to ask, I'm good. I'm good. I'm having to like look close because my eyes ain't working right. I had cataract surgery last week, and so this eye can now see like distance, and this eye sees close up. I used to be nearsighted. Now it's all fuzzy. So y'all probably gonna see me wearing glasses pretty soon. So I'll be like, so I can see what y'all saying. Oh, let's see. Teresa Yeo says this is great. From the Ivory Coast. All right, from Africa. Hey, glad to have you here. I got to get over there. I got to get over there. Got to get to Africa. Let's see. See, but this is the thing, Dark Goddess, and this is so Dark Goddess. She's my moderator here, but you might never get her to be able to do that. My mom she's almost 80 years old. Well, she's 70, 75, I think, 75, 70, somewhere around in there. She ain't gonna never leave Christianity. You know, I love her, but she's never gonna leave it. And I don't even talk to her about this stuff because she don't want to listen. She's the one who indoctrinated the hell out of me. So, see, mom called me Satan when I was coming through this stuff. She called me, what, are you satanic or something? Mom, I'm your baby boy. So she hurt the shit out of me. I ain't lying. That hurt. But that's kind of the way it is. Kind of the way it is. So it happens that way. Yeah. Yeah. Queen M saying your mom, she's in her 80s. Yeah. And they're never going to leave these ideas. They're gonna die believing this, you know? Unfortunately. Unfortunately. They're gonna die believing this. Okay. Uh, let's see. No, and Ravenous Puncher says, I've become a hardcore atheist, but your content is so encouraging. I may have to become way too hardened. How do I open up for new teachings? No, you're here and you're doing that now, Ravenous Puncher. So I was an atheist for a while too. But just like Christianity didn't work for me, being an atheist didn't either because I just felt there was something more. Not the so a lot of times we rebel as Christians. Not Christians, but atheists. We rebel against the Christian idea of God, and we'll say there's no way a God can be like that, which is true. There's no way, but we still might have the idea that there's something, or we just intuitively feel that there's something more than what we are. That we're connected to something more. I always felt that even when I was atheist. I was atheist because I was rebellious. I went to a white Southern Baptist school and I was like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna accept y'all God. And y'all think I'm inferior? You can kiss my ass. I'm atheist, you know. But deep down, there was still always that spiritual aspect. We have to separate religious beliefs and spirituality. Spirituality, you're natural, that you're born spiritual. You don't have to do anything to be spiritual because you're a spiritual being having a human experience. Religion, you have to learn. And Christian doctrines are simply mind control to keep you in fear so that you can do their bidding. That's all religion is. Okay, Christianity. And I talk about Christianity because that was my childhood religion. I don't know Islam. I don't know Judaism. I've never lived them. I've never studied those on any at any length. Christianity I've lived and studied. Okay. So that's why I come from. It's not just me trying to attack Christianity. It's just me understanding the experience of Christians, having grown up Christian and having lived in a Christian community, Christian world, Christian society. I have a deep understanding of how those doctrines have worked against us. Okay, so for real. Let's see. And Kayla says, that's how my mom feels about my tarot cards. She called it voodoo, but it's just ignorance. Yes, it is. It's just a divination tool. That's all it is. She doesn't understand, but I get it. I still do it anyways. Yeah, and you have more knowledge, so you don't allow people who have less knowledge to impact you negatively like that. Although just them beating on you can be a drain. So I don't let people just indiscriminately start beating on me about whatever. Because Christians come here, man, they call me the Antichrist and all that kind of stuff. I block them. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. So yeah. But yep. So that's it, guys. So again, if the African Mind Rewire class, the KCL knowledge stack is something that you're interested in, it's going to be available here pretty soon. So and I know it changes lives. Man, come and get you some. Come and get you some. Okay, for real, for real. Let's see. Nobody else? Nobody else has any other questions? That's it? I guess it's clear as mud now, huh? Oh. Kayla, you are most welcome. You are most welcome. So thank you. So glad you guys have been here this morning. I hope that you got something of value from it. If you did get something of value, hey, hit that button and just do a little bit, break a brother off a little piece here now and then. Okay. Okay. Truth be told, Christianity itself is antichrist. It really is. That is really the truth. You said it right there. And there's actually one of the videos I did that I broke down the book of Revelations. Okay, not all of it, but a big part of it in the overall swath. But yeah, the Antichrist is a surprise because you're literally to be Christian. You have to, and if you understand what the KRST is, the Christ is, Christianity is Antichrist. That is the truth of the matter. When you really truly grasp the concept, Christianity is antichrist. And the person who wrote the book of Revelations was not a Christian. I can guarantee you. You'll be surprised who they call the antichrist. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Hey Cynthia, what's going on? Good to have you here. Good to have you here. I love that. I love that family, Cynthia's family. So Kayla, Cynthia, God guidance, all of y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Shauna A, what's up? What's up? So I see you. I see you. All right, family. Okay. Well, actually, so today I actually have have a coaching class here in the next hour. So African Mind Rewire. So all of y'all that are here are part of the African Mind Rewire. So y'all, we have our monthly meeting. So we'll be doing that here in about an hour. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see? Do you look at spiritual warfare as the same as Christianity, or just thought forms and loops as a person violently holds on? Okay. Seven VP Tim. Okay. And I love this question. So thank you for asking that. So I was getting ready to go, but Tim asked a good question. So, and this is important. So Tim, when you think of the idea of spiritual warfare, you have to understand that your belief system is going to set up your life and how you experience it. Okay. So if you couch things in terms of warfare, you're going to see the things confirmed for you in your belief system that confirm the war. There is no spiritual warfare unless you want it to be. There is the idea that you can get, so who are you fighting? Because ultimately the fight is going to be about you developing to where you're not having to struggle against something else. So the fight is always a struggle of really an internal struggle for you. Once you take care of the internal struggle, there is no fight. As the old African saying says, when the enemy is in, when there's no enemy within, the enemy without can do no harm. All that means is what you put out is what you get back. That's a prime universal law. So if you're putting out the idea that you're going to war, you're going to get that reflected back to you to show you that yes, this is a war. Okay. Christianity frames everything as good and evil. You got the enemy that's fighting against you. They put these thoughts in your head of there's got to be a war. That's not true. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't mean that there won't be, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. So great question. Great question. Let's see. Yes, yes. So I get you. Yes, Tamiko Sar says, totally relate. I'm a beginner of this new knowledge. Not new, but new to me. I'm learning that from this to eating better. I have to continue my journey. Yep, 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 yep. Absolutely. Mm, there you go. Yeah. Everything, and I mean everything, is you. It's our need to label things that causes suffering. Yep. Bingo. There you go. It's your universe. YOU universe. Everything is you. That's deep. I love that. I love that. Love that. Uh, let's see. Well, and it says, do you think the new age is BS? It's just a new name for the old stuff, and a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand the ancient teachings, so they end up really repackaging a lot of times religious ideas. Okay, so that's a great question. I don't call it BS because for me, like the law of attraction, that's something that really ushers a lot of people into spirituality. But the problem for me was that it wasn't grounded in anything. Okay, where did it come from? I just wanted to know that, because I don't like just accepting people's ideas and not understanding how they came to what they believe. Because when you simply take what somebody else believes and tells you and accept it, you just became religious. I hope y'all heard me. Because I'm not asking you to accept what I say. I'm giving you knowledge and information that you can build on. I don't want you to follow me. That's no different than religion. So when you accept somebody else's beliefs without checking it out for yourself, you just became religious. Okay? Spirituality is about your own inner connection and trust to your truth. Okay? So big time, big time. All right, all right, all right, family. I gotta go because I got to get ready for my class, for my coaching session. So my coaching session. But you'll also get access to that in the if you purchase the Aftermind Rewire Of course, you'll also get access to like probably 80 hours of group coaching sessions. Okay. Man, if you just did therapy, okay, the average cost of therapy is $130 an hour here in the United States. 80 hours, that'd be like that's worth $10,000, man. Okay. So bam. So you're welcome, Tim. You're welcome. So for sure, for sure. All right, family. Hey, y'all have an amazing day, and I will see y'all later. Hey, later. Say watch videos 1, 2, and 3, guys. Watch them. Learn it. It's good. It'll work for you. All right. All right, family. Y'all have a good one.